Hey y'all, I'm back at my daughter's house today. My construction is still underway from my kitchen flooding on me, but I am making buffalo chicken mac and cheese, and I'm going to show you how I love to make my homemade cheese breadsticks. So I'm using the waffle stick pan. It's more than just for waffles. I do cookies, I do cakes, I do pizza sticks, breadsticks. But anyway, I've just got a can of Pillsbury Grand biscuits. And you know there's 8 in a can, and I have 6 wells here. So what I do is take those extra 2 biscuits that I don't need, and I kind of cut them, and then I just put them with each biscuit. And then I just flatten this like a pancake. Let me tilt this down so y'all can see what I'm doing instead of me. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten this over here a minute, y'all. Okay. So then I just take that biscuit and flatten it like that, and I've got some cheese shredded here. And in this coating tray, I like to shred my own Parmesan cheese, but for the breadsticks, I like this kind of powder. It's Parmesan, but it's kind of like shredded like a powder. And then I mixed in some of our garlic seasoning, so that's what I have in this tray. So the first thing I do is just lay my biscuit, AKA pancake, in this cheese that I have shredded, and I get a good amount in there, and your children would love helping you do this. Then I just fold it, and then we have fun. You stretch it kind of like Play-Doh. If you have little ones around, you know all about that Play-Doh, but this is a delicious Play-Doh. So I really don't worry too much about sealing them up. I just kind of squish them together and roll them around just a little bit. And then I take the top of that and dip it right in this Parmesan mixture that I've got. Okay, so then I lay that in this pan. And the biscuits that I've already done are trying to shrink back on me. You know that dough is very pliable. Let me move this out of the way. So then what I do is you can either brush olive oil on top. Oh, her oven's singing, I love that. It's preheating to 350. And I just spritz a little bit of olive oil on the top of each one. And that's just gonna give me a little crispy top to them. So I'm gonna put these in the oven. It just beeped that it was ready, because it's gonna take these a lot longer than my mac and cheese, buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Let me put these in, and then we'll put the other together. Okay, sorry y'all, I'm not at home and I had to figure out how to set her timer on her oven. So now I'm going to do this buffalo chicken mac and cheese right here in this pressure cooker. So just for the sake of you being able to see better at what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and just take this inner pot. This is a 6-quart pan. I'm going to go ahead and take that out and set it here. So I will share this recipe in the comments, but the first thing it asks for, I've got cheese everywhere where I shredded it, it's buffalo sauce. You can use any kind of sauce that you like, but I just like the Moore's original buffalo sauce. And I forgot to bring my measure-all cup, and I don't even know where hers is at. So 1/4 cup, and I'm just kind of going to guess at it and pour some in the bottom. Can't have too much buffalo sauce. And this is something you can add to it also when you're done on your plate. So the next thing is going to be chicken broth, and I did get the low sodium chicken broth. So I'm going to pour that in. And the chicken broth is 3.5 cups, and this is 4 cups, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it. It's going to be fine. I've done it many, many times and just using this whole box. Trying to pour it slow so it don't splatter so much. Although I do clean up my daughter's kitchen very well from all my cooking shenanigans over here. Okay, so now I'm just going to stir this just a little bit. So far we've just got the broth and the buffalo sauce. That's it so far. All right, the next thing I'm going to put in is my seasonings. It'll tell you a teaspoon, I think, of salt and about a half a teaspoon of pepper, but that's not something I really measure all the time. So I'm just putting in some salt and pepper. I love these grinders and using that fresh ground pepper. And then mustard powder. So I'm using Pampered Chef Dijon mustard. I love it. And this is one that they have discontinued, I think, from their seasonings. But 2 tablespoons of that. I don't know why, because I love, love, love this one. Okay, trying to hurry, y'all. The next thing, and I've already got them cut up, is 4 tablespoons of butter. So you don't even really have to cut it up. You could just drop the 4 tablespoons in one little block in there. But I just like cutting mine up. And then we're gonna add a box of pasta for our mac and cheese version of this. You can add any shape you want. I just got the elbow noodles because when I think of mac and cheese, that's what I think of. So in that goes, and that is a 16 or 1 pound, 16 ounce box. And again, use your favorite brand and your favorite shape. I think that is all I've got to do, other than when it's done, I'm gonna come back on and add my cheese and my milk. Okay, so now we're going to add some chicken. You can use thighs or you can use breast. I like to use chicken thighs for mine. So I'm going, Lord, I didn't get my tongs. I'm going to lay this chicken right on top. And when it's done, I'll be coming back on and I will shred this chicken. I'll take it out and shred it. Get me a napkin. Gotta go wash my hands before I put this in. But I will shred that chicken. I'll take it out and shred the chicken. And then I'm gonna add in, I'm gonna be grating up some more cheese, both mozzarella cheese and sharp cheddar cheese. And I've got some milk. So we'll put this in. I'm gonna set it on custom for just 7 minutes. 7 minutes, y'all. And then it will be done. I'm gonna let the pressure release by itself for about 3 minutes. And then after I release the pressure, I'll come back on and show you. And maybe my breadsticks will be done also. I'll wait till they are. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be delicious. Oh, look at these cheesy breadsticks. They are just about done. Don't they look delicious? I cannot wait to eat one of these. Okay, I have released the pressure and I just want you to see it with me for the first time. And then I'll get the chicken out and shred it. I've got my cheese ready and milk ready to go in. So let's see what we got. Woohoo! All right, this is what it looks like when I open the lid. Again, I'll get the chicken out, shred it, and be back on shortly. Chicken is so tender it was falling apart when I was pulling it out. I know that steam's probably making it hard to see, but I'm showing you to see the salad choppers in action. You can cut your chicken as little or as much as you like. I kind of like it in tinier pieces for our mac and cheese. Okay, y'all, everything is ready. And there's proof that it's ready. Hey, Max. As soon as I opened that lid, she came hopping off that couch. And she said, I smell something. She's so precious. So anyway, I have got the breadsticks out of the oven. Y'all, don't they look delicious? They don't win a beauty contest by any means, but y'all, they're warm and cool enough now that I can touch. If you're making waffles, this is typically what your waffles will look like on the bottom. But just look at that. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way and then we'll work on our mac and cheese. Watch out, little girl. She's like, no, lady, give me that stuff. Okay, so I showed you what it was like when we first opened it. I did take the chicken out and shred it, and I went ahead and put that back in. So now I'm gonna try and take this out so you can see better. Okay, and I'll turn it this way so you can see. And I've got my cheese shredded. I've got some sharp cheddar cheese, 1.5 cups. I didn't really measure, but that's what the recipe calls for. And about 1/2 cup of mozzarella. So in they go. And normally when I'm making it, I will just go ahead, when I open it, take my chicken out and put that cheese in and let it be melting while I'm shredding my chicken. But this is so hot that I just did it a little different today. All right, the other thing that we have to add in is a cup of milk. The recipe that I'm going to share with you, I use evaporated milk. You can use whole milk if you prefer. I like evaporated milk because evaporated milk is 60% less water than our whole milk, and it's creamier. And I don't want a lot of watery liquid in here. I just want that creaminess from the milk for my macaroni and cheese. This makes a pot full, y'all. And you can put more chicken in than I did. I put 4 medium-sized chicken thighs. But if you like more chicken, definitely add more chicken. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna let that sit and all that cheese and flavor of the evaporated milk come together. And then when I get a plate fixed, I'll try to take a picture and show you. Oh, doesn't it look delicious? Heavenly. Y'all see that? Yum, yum. And 7 minutes. It took it a few minutes to come up to pressure. If you're familiar with using a pressure cooker, you know that. And then after it cooked, again, I let it sit and release pressure for about 3 to 5 minutes, because sometimes if it's not got enough pressure released, when you do it, that buffalo juice or whatever might want to come out the pressure valve. But this didn't. I know. She's like, hush lady and give me some chicken. All right, guys. So I will take a picture at the end. And as always, this recipe will be in the comments. And it's a dish that everybody loves. So I hope you'll try it. Thanks. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.